I have filled out 2 entire Google Notes with video ideas for this channel. Everything from the history of sleep to how Pulp Fiction is the coolest movie ever made to the morals and ethics of being attracted to VTubers. These are real ideas I've had. In other universes, these could have been made into whole videos. And I'm sad they won't be because they probably won't be made at all, depriving the world of another cool video idea like how Makoto Blaze Blue ruined my life, or even worse, someone doing that idea but not as cool as I could and live my life in shame of not committing to something that would be that cool. But I'm an adult now. Specifically, I'm an adult who spends every second either drenched in hopelessness and loneliness or thinking about dumbass YouTube videos. Even if I got a job doing this, which I wouldn't want to, I couldn't make every idea I think of. It's literally impossible because, like, even if I did have infinite time and even if I did want to make an idea like femboy and classical dresses, whatever that means, I would still probably come up with more ideas making those previous ones. Or even more likely, I'd probably try to iterate more deeply on the ideas I have that have potential to make something more appealing. I really want to remove any barriers to not making ideas I want to. I could just sit here forever and wait for someone else to make a video on how writing is selling people on stories, but I gotta make it as soon as possible, you know? I think there are numerous issues with the media companies' obsession with engagement and content overall. But I do think that the need to make things often to be remembered by an algorithm, it does light a fire in ass if you like making things like I do. It's kind of fucked up that YouTube specifically doesn't like it when you stop and make a huge project, but also doesn't like it when you throw a bunch of random bullshit at the wall. It's quite fucked up. But I think my answer to this is to focus on smaller videos with tighter stuff in it, you know? A focus on small quality videos with a lower production overhead, but be able to be made quickly. The internet and companies try, that rule inherently want an unsustainable lifestyle. And honestly, I'm kind of playing into it by only eating and sleeping YouTube videos. But the videos are only the medium. I used to make comics. I used to draw a lot. I want to make games. I made an album that you should listen to. It's on my front page. It's called Nocturnal Eternal. I'm making a web series. No matter what, I'll be making stuff, even if nobody saw it. But I do think that to be sustainably create is very important. That being said, there should be a level of quality in art that isn't there right now. Genuineness that has been and always will be missing from mainstream media, even missing from a lot of underground media these days. I think there are so many people making high quality niche stuff. Competitive Pokemon video essays are thriving right now. But I do think that cool people could be making more cool stuff. I mean, I always want that. This is a trial run for a video style. Should have tried more earlier. Basically a blog post, blatantly autobiographical, pretty loosely edited, if edited at all. Really easy to write. I do love making productions and high quality stuff to the best of my ability, but it's really nice to challenge yourself every once in a while. But it's also like throwing out ideas at a wall, getting your brain out. It's pretty cool. I think both are valuable. So actually, what does that quote mean in the title? Perfect is good, done is better. I got it from a polyphonic video. It's quite true. Every friend I have is a dreamer. I try to be around those types of people. Everyone wants to make a show, a movie, and a really ambitious piece of art or a live stream or something. But all these people give me like inspiration and energy, and they're all cool. But it sucks the way life goes because most of them will leave this a dream as a deep thought locked in the back of their head. That could have been me too if I didn't experience some events in my life. I had to realize that you'll never have the chance you're looking for. No one's gonna come up and bring you fucking $100 million to make your dream project, especially if you haven't proven why they should. And honestly, I have the punk DIY ass spirit in my bones. If you can't be engaging on the budget of a Switch game, not like making a Switch game, on the budget of buying a Switch game, what would money do to you? What would money do for you? The best movies of all time are not like the most budgeted one. They don't have every movie that's the best doesn't have like a million billion fucking dollars put into it. You want it to be perfect. You want everyone to love you and you to be rich and famous instantly, but it's not going to happen. Even those people who are apparently rich and famous instantly either don't know how to deal with it or had years and years upon of work behind the scenes to make their fame and fortune pretty much anything but random chance. I can't express how important it is to build up a body of work. I can't think of you as an artist if you don't make anything. Plain and simple. If you don't make any art, you're not an artist. Even if you make the perfect album, you're only as good as your next project, at least to record executives. It's a horrible reality that you'll never be perfect, but it is what it is. I talk all the time. I talk about it all the time. But Freshies has been my little pet project since fucking November or December of 2021. And then yeah, I'm sure it looks bad to this day to most people, but it could have stayed this little drawing I had in my shitty Huion drawing tablet. I might grow into something bigger, something cool, something like ambitious, or I might stop it right now and pretend, decide it sucks and pretend it didn't exist in the first place. But I never would have gotten there if I didn't poke at it and do tests on my second channel and ask for opinions and do a bunch of fucking research and art styles and character writing and just write the damn thing, just make episodes. And I'm not gonna stop talking about it because I genuinely feel strongly about it. I need you to make things that you at least feel confident enough to show people. But it's not easy. Nothing in life worth doing is. Writing fiction makes you a lot more vulnerable than nonfiction, at least for me. Because if I say I like SpongeBob, then that's an obvious statement. But if I write a character that's making a joke that would be in SpongeBob, it's a different kind of love. It's inspiration. It feels like it shows more about you as a person. It like kind of melds. You kind of meld into what you're passionate about. You kind of like write that way. You kind of add that stuff in. There's this quote from a Facebook interview, like with Mark Zuckerberg, that's like, we move fast and break things or whatever. It's kind of a dumb quote in context, but it shows kind of like tech crunch in a nutshell. I like the quote. I like to turn into the quote of create as fast as you can, sustainably, but that doesn't ring as well. But genuinely, if you wait your whole life to create the perfect project, it won't get done. If you're like me, that will literally keep you up at night. Like, what if this video about Mudhoney's Super Fuzz Big Muff is the one that will propel you into stardom and for you to afford to be mentally stable? It's possible. But, there's also this common thing that, the thing that you shout out in 2.5 milliseconds becomes your most popular thing. Because it happened to me. My most popular video for the foreseeable future is PersonaFans.mp4. It's truly my Smells Like Teen Spirit. But you should make more things so you don't feel bad about that, I'm not saying that big ambitious project in your head shouldn't be made, but try on that shit, make it sustainably. Don't be a perfectionist about it. Let the world see what you've been working on, because why would someone care if someone made a feature film at random? They care about the story to get there. They care about the documentary, the biography. They care about being on the ground floor of something great and being one of the people who helped build the monument and build the structure, like going to a Nirvana show in 1989. You probably will be saying that shit for the rest of your life. I've seen the Reddit comments. Perfect is good, done is better. So do more things. Finish small things that you're proud of. Finish small things that are experimental and charming or rough and ugly, or even small things that are designed to be unfinished. I don't know. Basically, just make things so you don't lie in your deathbed with regrets. Or more specifically, make cool things so I can see them and I can say, I have someone who watches my stuff who makes cool things that I like. But make it your thing, okay? That's all I ask. Just make it about you. Make it your thing. Anyway, what I said here. Perfect is good. Done is better. Maple, out.